what's up guys, it's Kat, and today I'll be sharing with you several tips on things that I learned during my freshman year of university. The beginning of your university career, things are super exciting and it can also be really nerve-wracking at the same time. It's also the time where you're trying to figure out how to be an adult and trying to figure out who you are and how to be yourself, and just kind of all these things being thrown at you in life. Also, to go along with this video, I wrote a blog post and the link to that will be right here. The first set of tips I'll be talking about are about classes, studying, and professors. So the first tip is talk to your professors. You do not know how much this will really help you during your quarter or semester, because getting to know your professor and building a professional relationship with them is so important. It gives them the chance to get to know you, how you learn, and in that way making them a better professor and learning new ways possibly to teach their class. Most professors have office hours that you can stop into, and they love it when you take initiative to come in and ask them questions about their lectures, or after class. Talking to your professor and building a relationship with them, it makes it easier when you're going to ask for letters of recommendation as well for like grad school or for jobs, because they will know you better as a person and as a student. So go talk to your professors. And to go along with that is ask questions. Always ask questions during class, raise your hand, or like I said, go to the professor's office hours, because your learning is important. What you know and what you don't understand, it's okay to ask questions if you don't know what the material you're learning is about. It's okay to not know, because no question is too stupid to ask if you're not understanding something, because it's your academic career, and the way that you pursue and seek knowledge is basically what you're going to get back in return. Talking about lectures, you're going to want to take notes, and I'm not one of those people who can sit in a lecture and just absorb the material just coming in my ear. It comes in and it just goes out. So if you're like me, then you're going to want to write your notes down or type them, and then after class, or whenever you have time that day when the knowledge is still fresh in your mind, you want to go back and review your notes and possibly rewrite them or retype them, because then you can condense that knowledge and make it into something like a study guide for later use when you're studying for exams. Join a study group or get a tutor if you don't know. If you just don't know what you're doing and you're having a hard time. Studying alone, I know that I'm like, oh, I always study better alone. But the truth is, when I study in a group, you can quiz each other, use flashcards, you can make silly games to remember the information that you're needing to know, and you can also try and teach someone who's not in your class about this information, and if you can teach someone else, then you know the information. Read your syllabus. Your syllabus is given to you at the first lecture of the class, or maybe the second if your teacher didn't print it out, but it's usually given to you, and it has due dates for homework, exam dates, expectations that the professor has for you as a student in their class. It has descriptions of projects that you're going to have, and so when you get that syllabus, that is like your lifeline for the class, for the quarter, for the semester, for whatever. So moving on to socializing, getting involved, here are some tips about that. So my first tip is saying hi to people, really making an effort to the first couple months or first couple weeks to really reach out and say hi to people maybe that you normally wouldn't to, or to somebody who looks interesting to you, because you never know who that person is going to become to you, and if you don't say hi to them, you're missing out on a friendship, or you're missing out on somebody you can study with and learn from. So definitely don't be too shy to say hi to people. It may give you anxiety, but it's definitely worth it in the end to say hi to people. Going along with talking to people is remembering people's names. Let me tell you right now that the first couple weeks you're going to be meeting so many people and so many names are going to be floating around in your brain bucket that you're going to be too afraid to maybe go talk to someone because you don't remember their name. But it's okay. It's okay that you don't remember their name, but just go up to them and ask them. Be like, hey, my name is Kat, and what was your name again? I mean, I'm sure that they don't remember lots of people's names unless they're a magician and can instantaneously remember people's names. Then props to them, because I can't do that. Speaking about friends, you have a roommate. You go to university and you're sharing a room, unless you're special and you get a single room. But most of the time you're in a double or a triple, and a big thing about having a roommate is communication. And you're going to, whether you like them, whether you don't, whether you're best friends, you're going to want to build that open communication right at the start, because you have to have a certain amount of respect for your roommates and be able to set up guidelines for living with them and what you like and what you don't like. When you're sharing a space with someone else, it's not okay for that other person to feel uncomfortable that it's their space too, and they have every right, as much as you do, to come home to a place that's their own and that's a safe space for them. So another tip to social life in college is get involved. Join a club, join student government, join an intramural team, sports team. Get yourself involved in a community where you can grow and where it's a positive environment and it's healthy for you. So, and if you can't find a club that's for you, make a club that you think would be interesting, because I'm sure there's someone out there that finds what you find interesting. Those are all my tips for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I will see you guys next week.